Mike's Daily Podcast
1165. Hello, it's Mike Matthews broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont. And the last place on earth today, we hear from Madame Rootabega, Valentino, Bison Bentley, plus the return of the fascinating segment called Matthews News, where we'll find out something fascinating, mesmerizing.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Whatever. Well,
Mike's Daily Podcast.
I spoke about a band called the Manic Street Preachers yesterday. Did you go and listen to them and find out how awesome, like I say, they are? There's a light bulb in Livermore that never burns out. It's true. I've never been there before, but it's an amazing thing.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
A light bulb in a fire station that has not burned out in over 100 years. It's true.
Mike's
Manic Street Preachers.
Daily
They're awesome.
Podcast.
I'd like to make a redaction about weekend dog walkers. I was talking about weekend dog walkers and how they, you know, sometimes these people that walk their dogs only on the weekend, they are, well, if they are walking their dog on the weekend, it sometimes means that they don't walk their dog at all during the week. And I just wanted to say I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Because I met some dog the two people that I met that inspired that whole rant, that one show, I was wrong. I saw them again the very next day after I'd done that podcast rant. And I talked to them, and it turned out that the lady was the mom of the owner of the dog. And the girl, the daughter, was in Hawaii. Everybody decided to go to Hawaii in August. Someone at work went there as well. Speaking of work, oh my gosh. So, we had this issue, you may remember on a previous podcast or two, where there was a homeless guy living in the bathroom. Hey, I don't care if you're homeless or home full. Wait, is that the opposite of homeless? Home full? You're full of home? Look who just walked in. Hello, my commander, it's Madame Rootabega. This show is very interesting today. Very interesting. Thank you. Yeah, it's sort of coming together in a way that when you throw a bunch of puzzle pieces in the air and they fall on the ground, it comes together askew. That's what happened was, Madam, was this lady's daughter was in Hawaii. Wait, we're on a different topic. Michael Master, you're on a different topic. That's right, about the homeless guy in the bathroom. He came back. He was in there yesterday, apparently. It stunk to high heaven in there. Wow. And he was gone by the time we went in there, but jeez. And since the problem began, oh, look who else just walked in. They've locked the doors. You need a special pass to get in the front doors now in the morning. And you have to have a key to get into the bathroom. Somehow he circumvented all that. Circumnavigate was the name of a show I did recently. Hey, I sound a lot like this guy now.
Like Europe right now.
Wow, he said right now when I said right now. That was weird. Ah! And that timed out perfectly. Wow.
Oh my God, no way.
Hey, what? Some of the show has to do with timing, which I have nothing going on. No timing today. I'm a little timeless. Timeless? Is that the opposite of time? Hey, there's a girl named Jessie Graff. She's an amazing woman that I would not want to meet in a dark alley. Actually, she's really pretty. I would kind of... Except the fact that she is a Supergirl stunt woman. And she made American Ninja history on Monday when she became the first woman to complete a stage 1... Oh, my article just ended. She took on the Mount Meteorama course, along with the top competitors from the qualifying rounds, which takes place in several cities across the world. She placed second, top speed, qualify. Anyway, I guess, cafe anyway. I guess I should probably click on one of these to find out the rest of the story. Anyway. Okay. She totally dominated the treacherous and extremely challenging course. She seriously impressed fans and even the announcers by successfully completing obstacles, including the giant log grip, the propeller bar, jumping spider, and warped wall. She was wearing a Green Lantern two-piece outfit. That's interesting because I saw a guy wearing a Green Lantern t-shirt yesterday, a hipster type. And I thought to myself, I'm not a fan. The movie they made bombed. They're trying to bring him back for something else. It's sort of a weird superhero. He's got a ring that's super magical that these aliens made, and he's here, an American former fighter jet flyer guy, and now he's got these superpowers. He can basically do anything. But everything that he makes with the ring, like, it's green. Yeah. No, I don't. Anyway, cafe anyway. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to complete the course, and she hit the buzzer with 12.39 seconds to spare. She came in fourth of the 8 finishers. Well, she made history by for some reason. Oh, why can't there's nothing in this article that tells me exactly why she made history? Because her name is Jessie? What? I would like to thank the online news for completely confusing Mike Matthews today. And thank you for listening to the podcast. You can support the podcast by going to Amazon. The Amazon links are there at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. And there's also... Did you know Katie Couric has a podcast now? That's weird. It almost legitimizes podcasts. This one needs as much legitimizing as possible. It needs some other amazing to it. Oh, it needs to be thrown in the shredder. Well, what we're going to do then is tell you also about the wonderful thing called the podcast picture. We're just throwing the show in the shredder right now. The podcast picture today...
And here's today's podcast picture.
...is a drawing of Madame Rootabega and I. We have a discussion. That's right, Michael Master. We had a wonderful talk. About something. Yes. What that is, I have no idea. But we will discover that if you go to the podcast picture at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. All the past podcast pictures are there, as well as the PayPal. You'll get a special greeting from all the Cafe Anyway characters if you use that for some nice thing. Okay, here's the segment.
Matthews News.
Now that's legit.
As I continue on my clueless quest in this world, it turned out that I didn't know who Colin Kaepernick was. I had the television on with the sound off, and I kept seeing anthem controversy, and I was like, what's the anthem controversy? Is there something about the medical company Anthem, the medical insurance that I hate? That their website's ridiculous? But Colin Kaepernick's protest of the national anthem is apparently winning support from some military veterans on Twitter. The San Francisco 49ers quarterback sparked controversy during the NFL's preseason. And this isn't even the real season, it's the preseason. So I don't really know anything about sports. There was someone recording a show, and he likes to stand up when he records the show, and a guy I work with walked in and said, hey, so that guy likes to stand up, whereas Kaepernick will only sit down. And I'm like, what? I didn't know what he was talking about, but he's like, Kaepernick, the quarterback for the 49ers. And I said, oh, that's a good way to get out of something where you would otherwise be completely embarrassed you didn't know. Just do the, oh, and everything is forgiven. Kaepernick says he's protesting what he describes as oppression of minorities in the U.S. Some who have criticized the protest said it was insulting to veterans, but some people who identify themselves as veterans have tweeted pictures of themselves in uniform and messages of support under the hashtag Veterans for Kaepernick. Kaepernick is K-A-E, by the way. Kaepernick. K-A-E. I think we need more AE combinations together in this world. If you are an AE, or what would be called a account executive, thanks for listening to the show. One of the people said that he served to protect freedoms, not a song. Another says protesting is every American's right. Kaepernick says he will continue his protest ahead of tomorrow's preseason game in San Diego. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley. I wonder how many people are actually caring about this story the rest of the country. This seems like more of a San Francisco story, but... well, I woke up this morning and realized it's tough. And I'm here anyway. I'm burning brightly like a Livermore light bulb. Thank you so much for listening to the show. Next show, it's going to be Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the Engineer. If you enjoyed the show, thank you very much. If you didn't, my name is Katie Couric.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Email Mike now at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!
This is Valentino, the parking attendant.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that? We weren't even on the show today.
Damn Katie Couric.
Legit.